Where heroes are made, Zero Anthony, Caesar Tonga lead the crusade. With Bobby beside, the energy's high. Uncut's the platform where legends never die. Uncut, where the stories unfold. Wrestling for you, the battles are bold. From the highs through the lows, every move, every show. Tune in, feel the thrill, let the adrenaline flow. So join us each week for the action and fun. Uncut with Bobby, the journey's begun. Wrestling for you, it's more than a game. It's a legacy, it's glory, it's the ultimate fame.
There we go. We had to enjoy the Joe Hendry thing at the end there. So yeah, welcome to Zero Uncut again this week. As normal, I'm Zero.
And I'm Bobby. We have a returning guest and a new guest.
Yeah, so let's do it in the order then. So if you want to introduce yourself first, then CJ then. Obviously, people already know of you, but introduce yourself. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Glad to be back. I'm the EVP, CJP, obviously, from DKO and Two Head Podcast. Also, Main Event Mondays. Glad to be back with you guys.
That's cool. And our new guest, it's Leo from the Wrestling Retrospective. So you want to introduce yourself?
Hi guys. Yeah, I'm Leo from the Wrestling Retrospective YouTube channel, and yeah, very happy to be a new guest on here, and hopefully we'll return for some more.
Yeah. We'll try to Bobby's face.
Hey, Bobby, I heard what you said about me last week. I remember.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah.
It was so funny. I was messaging you like last week when we were talking about this, and my editor messaged me. He's like, "Leo's joining the Wrestling Retrospective." I said, "Over my dead body." But as I'm messaging you, saying, "Yeah, come on in."
Yeah, it's always like this, isn't it? Like, what was it I said last week? It was about the website, wasn't it? That like the reviews and stuff like that. And Bobby was just like, "Oh, that guy," or whatever it was, or I can't remember what it was now.
You get front billing for Twitter and the website. I don't give shit. Last night I
don't worry.
out on it.
Yeah, unprovoked completely.
All your reviews were going to the main website. Mine were going to some secondary website. And I'm like, wow. And I'll tell you exactly what I said last night. I said, wow, I bring you a shiny new toy, and you just forget about me. You ever see that skeleton meme? Like the woman playing with the girl, and then the skeleton's at the bottom of the ocean or the lake. I'm the skeleton.
He was moaning at me for a good hour straight last night. So it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was just messaging me, and I was
because I posted my review of The Masked Singer, and I'm like, wait a minute, why am I?
I forgot to update it. Okay, I told you that. I forgot to update it.
Yeah, I was like, wait, why are my? Because it's only got like 175 followers.
I was going to tell you last week, Bobby. Like, I'm obviously like wrestling, but like sports and entertainment, like. I'm an entertainment nut. Like,
there you go.
I follow all those people, all that crap that goes on in Hollywood. So
you watch The Masked Singer?
I do, yeah.
Okay, all right, we're gonna have to have a chat about that.
Yep.
He's gonna probably try and flog the reviews off to you now, isn't he? I expect that's probably what it's gonna be.
No. I enjoy doing the reviews.
No, I was just saying, like, if we don't want to chat, like on Twitter or whatever about it, yeah.
No, I enjoy doing the reviews. The wrestling ones just got hard because I work during the night. So
yeah,
that's funny.
Well, so do I.
Yeah, I did like.
Well, you know what, Leo? You can never mind.
3 hours space last night. I'm like still exhausted from it. So
yeah. All right, well, we might as well get into it anyway then, because we've got massively off track for the first 4 minutes, but that's fine. But again, this is showing it. We know.
When are we ever on track for the first 60 minutes?
We never plan anything. We never plan anything for this show beforehand. Nobody will just say, "Yeah, we'll do this, and we'll get massively off track." But let's go through the news bits first of all then for this week. So first of all, I think we need to discuss this image. So look how stacked that guy is. Obviously, bodysuit or actual body? Do we think? Like, do we think he's been working out quite a lot there, or what? But from around the live action,
I think I could take him in a weightlifting competition, but
all right, okay.
Well, how many of you?
I mean, is that a legit picture? Like, is he that big now? Because he was not that.
Well, that's the thing, because this is
Yeah,
from the
that's
actual, that's
apparently.
from the filming and that, and apparently that's either. Well, this is what people are saying. They're either saying it's either a bodysuit or it's a
It has to be.
or whatever. Yeah, because if he's that big, then
Well-
literally, I feel sorry for Cody when it
There's
comes to
no way.
WrestleMania.
There's no way
I mean,
he's that
we
big.
only saw him a couple of months ago at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big.
Yeah, there's no way.
I feel bad for his wife. What do you mean, Cody?
Yeah, Cody.
I feel bad for his wife.
Poor Cody.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Yeah.
we never
When
feel
his
bad
kids
for
step
Cody.
out of line, they'll just launch him across the room.
Yeah, like he'll literally just pick it up, won't he? Just throw him out the ring, and he'll end up.
Nah,
the other side.
yeah, I think that's a bodysuit.
Yeah, it's got-
I mean-
100%.
Listen, don't get me wrong. He's a jacked human being
Oh,
one
for
way
sure.
or another. But I don't know. CJ's right. We saw him a month and a half ago at this point.
Yeah, he's
Or whatever. And he was big, but he
Yeah.
wasn't
It wasn't
that
that big.
big.
yeah. There's no way.
No. So apparently he's finished filming for a little bit now. The rest of the filming is going to be he's doing odds and sods, but obviously he's got other ones which he's doing as well, because he's got other bits of filming that he needs to do as well now. Apparently,
He's
He's
probably
got, like-
off for Thanksgiving.
but he's got 3 movies or whatever next year as well that's coming out. So obviously got to do that, because he's got
3?
Yeah, it's Jungle Cruise 2 is coming out.
Oh,
So he's got that one coming out.
The new Fast
You've also
movie.
got new Fast movie, and there's also
That's next
another
year?
one. Yeah, that's
January.
coming out as well next year. Yeah, January. Yeah. So that's out in January. And the new Jumanji as well is coming out at some point.
Mhm.
And he's
That's
got
only gonna be
Which
26.
he's got 4 movies. He's got the UFC guy, the biopic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
That one's next year too.
Yeah, so
Wait,
that's
Fast
going to
and
be a lot of
Furious is
touring.
next year
Yeah.
Yeah.
in January.
They
Yeah.
may start filming. I don't know if they're going to. I think they start filming it in January.
Oh, I thought you meant
Yeah,
it
they start
came out.
filming
That's why I was
in
like,
January.
wait a minute.
No,
Yeah.
but he's got a lot of filming next year. That's why obviously
it's-
after
it says
he does Mania, he's going to show
26,
him
okay.
filming in that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Smashing Machine. Yeah, Jumanji 3 is next year.
mm,
I'm sorry, no, Jumanji 3 is 2026.
yeah, but they're filming
But he's
next
got
year.
to film, yeah.
Yeah, they're filming it next year.
I think the
So,
Smashing Machine he's done filming. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So
So what were the other
No.
ones he's got to do? The live action Moana.
live action Moana still got a bit of filming, which
Fast
is
and
in.
Furious 11.
Yeah.
Fast. Yeah. Dude, his
Yeah,
last
Cruise,
movie.
you said?
His last movie completely bombed. Like they spent like 280 million on the budget and
Dude,
made
I
like
love
what 30.
I watched that movie on Saturday.
Oh my
or,
gosh,
Friday.
it's awful.
I watched that movie on Friday. It was so ridiculous.
So bad, like
but
terrible.
so funny.
Yeah, it's yeah. Well, yeah. So he's going to be a busy guy next year, but obviously he'll still be doing WrestleMania and potentially the Royal Rumble as well for that one. So
Yeah, the budget
Yes.
was 250 and it's made 118 million so far.
yeah, that's
Oh,
flop.
yeah.
That's flop.
That's not Final Boss style right there.
That
My
is,
boy Dwayne, as long as it keeps flopping, he comes back to wrestling. Let's
he
go.
won't care anyway, will he? That's the thing. Like what you said, Jay.
Yeah.
About wrestling and stuff. So
Do you know how much he got paid up front for Red One?
no.
50 million.
Okay, yeah, you won't care then. So,
Dwayne's not hurting. I can promise you that.
no.
And the crazy part about Red One is those numbers are a bomb. But you want to know the crazy part? They weren't supposed to release it into theaters at
Yeah.
first. So I think
Right.
any money they make off of it is a win.
Yeah. So
Fair enough.
They got to pay back that Dwayne Johnson salary somehow.
Well, he's
Yes.
got to afford that vodka that he drinks in a truck. When
And
he
he's
shows
got
up.
to afford how to piss in bottles and all that. Apparently,
Tequila.
allegedly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had his tequila before. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is good.
fair enough. I've never had it, so I don't know. But yeah, so that was that one then. One of the other things then that we do need to discuss about then is, actually, no, I'll lead into it shortly in a minute. Yesterday on Raw, we had the introduction of the Women's Intercontinental Championship. There it is there, close-up picture of it. Now, question is then, who do we see as the first Intercontinental Women's Champion? Ready for it? That's-
I would have put out Lyra Valkyria.
Not a bad one.
I'm going with Well,
All right, I
Le-
got
Le-
mine.
Leo
Go for
kind
it.
of. I think Leo. Yeah, I wanted to go before Leo because.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I think honestly, obviously they're doing a tournament and it's probably going to be over before Netflix, obviously. So I'm gonna go Lyra too, just because of the promos she cut, and I was gonna say Chelsea Green, but obviously they're gonna finish the tournament way before that. But I'm gonna go with Lyra.
I'm going Raquel.
Oh, yeah.
The whole
I think-
her and Liv hold belts.
Yeah, I think if I were to choose a different one as CJ wanted to pick Lyra, I'd maybe go EO.
That's
Yeah,
not
that's a possibility because
Kyrie, Dakota.
'cause
either
I-
one.
I don't see EO.
Well, if
beating
you
Liv.
have EO as Intercontinental Champion and then Damage Control as Women's Tag,
Yeah,
you have them with all the belts.
yeah, that's
True.
true.
Yeah.
True,
I mean,
true.
I had a theory here, and some people are probably going to hate it, but my theory was, what about if in the final of whenever it is, I think it's going to be over at Saturday Night Main Event or whatever it is to determine that belt, is Tiffany uses her Money in the Bank, catch him,
No.
and then do it.
No.
But she never
Hard
comes
pass.
it.
No.
Oh, because
No,
when
they
Austin
can't,
Theory used it on a mid-card belt, it went down
Yeah.
so well.
They don't need to do that.
And
Yeah.
look what Austin Theory's doing right now.
Yeah.
If they're
Yeah,
gonna
Austin
do,
who?
if they're gonna do
Yeah.
Tiffany, if they're gonna do Tiffany and Charlotte and Mania, like she just needs to cash in on Nia. Like they need to,
Yep.
they need to do it. Like pull the trigger. Like
Yeah.
Money
No-
in the Bank was never meant for mid card belts.
no mid card
No.
cash.
No. But no, yeah, that was just their obviously theory because we know what WWE and Triple H are like. They like to do bloody stupid things
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. So yeah, so it could obviously end up being that.
True, but I feel like with Theory, the situation was different with Roman having
Roman,
belts.
yeah.
yeah.
Whereas
So-
they don't have that issue in the women's division, really.
I'd rather Tiffany cash in on the NXT champion than do a mid.
Or I have another theory, really fast. If she comes back in time for this tournament, it could be like a surprise. I've been told by a couple of people maybe a surprise entrance. Maybe
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss wins this tournament and comes
Yeah.
back.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
That's
I'd rather her just return in the Rumble though.
Yeah, she's not gonna
Yeah.
win though, So
Yeah,
like,
but the pop of her
Yeah.
coming back at the Rumble
Yeah.
would be huge. Like
Yeah.
Goddess Alexa Bliss, that would be.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But that would be a good one. I think if like have a surprise entry, maybe like an unknown into the tourney and have Alexa come back, maybe win the tournament, something like that.
Yeah, so start. One other thing then as well then. Did anybody on Raw, this is a question, I don't know whether Bobby actually seen this bit, but did anybody on Raw actually see the new Bloodline member that joined?
No.
Yeah,
There we go, the new Bloodline member, Vanessa Hudgens.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh,
She's
I was like, who is that?
she's always been a big Bloodline fan. Every time she's
Yeah.
been to an event, they show her throwing the ones up. She's a major Roman guy. She
Yeah,
loves
she's a-
Roman.
Yeah,
I didn't see anything. My TV at work was having a.
People on,
yeah.
people on Twitter were like, who is Vanessa Hudgens? And I'm like, are you kidding me right now?
What are they? 7 years old?
Are you living under a rock or what? Like,
What
The
was
thing
it?
she's known most for is I hate, but I still know her.
yeah.
But no, she, what was it? Bloody somebody yesterday, I can't remember where they were saying it, but they were saying to me when it happened, they were like, oh, like who is she and stuff like that. And I literally said, well, I hear she's breaking free and that, and she's soaring and stuff like that. Really. And I was just quoting off random lyrics from high school.
Exactly what I
songs
hate.
and that to them. Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Exactly
was
what
like,
I hate.
she's just breaking free, she's soaring and stuff like that. Really. I was just quoting all these random songs to them and that, and they still didn't get it for it, but no, it's that.
We're at the point now where people don't know that The Rock was a wrestler.
Oh my God.
I've heard that before. They're like, Rock wrestled? Like, how old am I? Oh God.
Oh, don't worry. I've seen some pretty stupid takes online where some people are thinking that Dwayne Johnson and The Rock are two different people and that they're twins or something. That's what
I mean,
Oh my God.
in their defense, have you ever seen them in the same room together at the same time?
no, never, no.
No, but
No.
come on, man.
So,
But,
and then you got
no,
the
but
final boss guy. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, I don't know who it is, but no. Talking about Vanessa Hudgens, then whilst we're on that one, then I don't know whether anyone's seen this morning, but WWE have uploaded a small video of Vanessa Hudgens after Raw last night.
Oh! I want to hit you. I want to hit you. Are we twins?
I couldn't get on yours because I did it myself, but like
It's so
I
cute.
tried.
Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I heard that you were here.
And Bianca just doing the little hair 12 thing
So-
that they do,
I was
basically.
lucky that's where Bianca turned you.
Yeah.
I was just about to say, so
Yeah,
Vanessa
just took her out.
Hudgens, Vanessa Hudgens took out Jade Cargill, confirmed.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what they should have done was they should have just had Bianca just put her in the kiss of death. just slam her
Yeah.
down.
Bianca just whips her with her hair,
Yeah. But
like
yes.
Sasha at Mania 37.
Yes, so they done that after the after Raw went off air last night. WWE aired that for some reason. Yes, that's sort of all the news and stuff. Obviously, there is one other major thing that we do need to talk about. Is
I have one thing too, if you wanna.
Go on. Yeah, before I carry on. 'cause we're
It
missing
seems
something
like
else.
Jade Cargill is going to be out a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Let's talk about Jade.
so I don't know who this KN Wrestling is, but Deep. Oh, wait, are these her like fake injuries, or this might be her fake injuries, or maybe they're actually legit?
Who's that,
But
Jade?
Yeah,
So
They mentioned a few on Raw last night. I can't remember what they were though.
I was told that it was two possibilities. Like she had a neck injury that occurred in a match. She could possibly be out 3 to 6 months. With the possibility of still doing Bianca and Jade at Mania, but then somebody else told me that she could possibly be having a baby. So she might be out a year.
Oh, yeah.
So-
It says Fightful. Or no, sorry. Oh, that's Meltzer, so never mind.
Yeah.
That's Meltzer who said she'll be out for 3 months, so she'll be on SmackDown next week.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
By that
dirty,
logic.
dirty Dave.
Yeah. Dirty
Yeah.
Dave.
I'm
That's
surprised.
logic.
I'm surprised if Dave didn't release that Monday morning that they didn't have her on Raw on Monday evening.
So we call it on our space on Mondays. We call him Dumpster Dave because anything he puts out is just complete trash.
I like Dirty Dave because it's like Dirty Dom.
Oh, we can't compare him to Dom now because
Of course.
Dom's my guy.
Of course.
no,
Yeah.
but-
I mean, regardless, Jade Cargill is legitimately injured one way or another. Now, if
Yeah.
she's going to use this time to go have a baby, if she is, good on her.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. What I think they need her to do is she needs to go back to NXT for a little bit and get some training done in the Performance Center.
The only
That's my personal
thing
opinion.
The only thing I'm upset about, I think, is because now if she is gonna miss Mania, like Triple H probably had the whole Mania like mapped out with Bianca, Jade, obviously maybe the triple threat with Rhea, Liv, and Becky, and now like they gotta probably do a U-turn like they did with Cody and have like maybe Rhea and Bianca or something like that, like. Maybe Liv has to drop early. Like I think it throws a big kink in what in the Mania plans again with another injury.
Yeah.
It's an unfortunate part.
I mean, the easiest answer is just do Bianca versus Cody. That's the easiest answer for me.
Let's do that. Bianca and
As
Cody.
long as Bianca wins, I'm cool.
We'll do a bloodline rules. Bianca and Vanessa against Cody.
Yeah, that could work. Couldn't it? Yeah, I mean, that could work. But no, yeah. So that's that. Leading down nicely into then actually no. Obviously, on Friday night we had a return of the Wise Man to the Bloodline, and he obviously introduced the fifth person. So that he will in the ring there with CM Punk. If you notice, all the Bloodline are actually putting their ones up, and CM Punk's doing his go to sleep. So typical CM Punk there. But yeah, so that's the fifth man.
Zero messaged me Friday saying Punk's the fifth man. I said, nah, fake picture. I got home, watched SmackDown. I messaged him. I was like, "Oh my God, CM Punk's the 5th man," and he's like, "I told you that."
Well, here's one thing that I picked up from it was obviously the Wise Man's pop was incredible. Everybody was ready for him to come back, but we did not really see the same. Like Roman had a big smile, but like he winked at Jimmy.
Mm.
He was wearing the red
He was
undershirt.
dressing like Solo.
Yep.
And then if you guys haven't seen yet, which I know Zero knows, but on the new WWE shop, like CM Punk's new merch shirt has Paul Heyman's like number, like signature number on it, and Roman does not.
Yeah. There's also something else as well, which I will shout these out, is the ATD podcast, Monty and Lauren and Leslie, they pointed out something which I didn't even spot either until I played it back. But when Heyman came out on Friday, obviously he done his ladies and gentlemen, but normally he obviously comes out and goes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman and I'm your wise man for such and such, and that from the tribal chief. When Heyman actually came out on Friday, he goes, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and he stopped there. So he didn't say that he was an advocate or a wise man or anything like that. So obviously that's not his normal thing. So is that sort of teasing something really, where he's like he's not acknowledging that he's the wise man for Roman anymore.
Bad news.
My name is Paul Heyman.
Bad news for Roman on that end. Paul.
Yeah, somebody's turning on somebody, I feel like.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be at Survivor Series. I think we're going to have that turn at Survivor Series, and that's going to. Yeah.
It just depends what.
But the thing is, and I'll get into more when we get to that match. But the thing is like if you have Paul turn there, and he is with Punk for now until he goes with The Rock later or whatever, like. How do we get to Punk and Gunther from there? Like I just
unless then obviously Heyman could navigate Punk into there. That's the only way we're for it. Because don't forget Heyman's got I think he hasn't he. So
I have a stream not upcoming, but in January. Me and my buddy did it last year. We're gonna do it again. We're predicting the Mania card.
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
I have a theory in there. So,
fair enough.
Do you want me to dive into that now, or?
No, we'll leave that one. We'll leave that one for a minute. But
remind me, and I can come back to it.
Yeah. Well, obviously, but since Friday anyway, since that's obviously happened, there has been a new family portrait released of the family. So there we go. There's a new family portrait released there of the entire bloodline. So we got that. So has anyone else got anything sort of on that bit before we go into the next bit? Like anyone want to bring up anything about bloodline segment or anything like that, really?
I think even though the OG bloodline's back together, and I said this on my space last night, something just still doesn't feel right. The tension for me still feels like it's there. It just doesn't seem like it seems like they're together, but they're not, if that makes sense. Like it feels like maybe Jimmy or Sammy, like they're just, I don't know. Jimmy said, like last night he said, I talked to the wise man. Like he said to trust him. Like, well, when did he talk to the wise man? Roman didn't talk to him. So it's just so many different things that's being thrown out there. Something's not right.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, we might find out more this Friday because, of course, they also announced afterwards that Roman and Heyman are having a face-to-face this Friday. Sit down face-to-face on SmackDown. So, might see some of the tensions there from it. So.
SmackDown's taped, right?
SmackDown's taped, yeah.
Yeah, but also they mentioned something about, I guess maybe, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it or not, but can I say it? Or?
Go ahead, Jay. Yeah,
okay.
You can say whatever your heart desires.
Okay, so basically, when the bloodline was leaving after Punk and all them did their little ones, and then he did that, like Heyman walked out with Punk, like, and just left the blood. Like they were the first two to walk. Yeah, the bloodline. Roman was looking really weird when Heyman took off and just went through the curtain with Punk.
Yeah, so there's definitely something going on, and obviously this is what I've been saying for quite a while is everyone at Survivor Series is expecting Rock. We ain't gonna get Rock. The surprise we're gonna get is something to do with Heyman and that turn. That's what's coming. We're not gonna have Rock show.
Mouth.
We'll be so
you
adamant.
told me,
We'll be so
you told
adamant
me
over
we
it.
weren't getting Rock at Bad Blood. So
Well,
Yeah, you gotta-
I think it's going to be a little bit more than Heyman, though. I think.
obviously, yeah.
I still think we're going to see somebody else get involved in this match besides Heyman.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to get Seth as well. Seth's
Yeah.
going to get involved somehow in the match and stuff. So, yeah, that's my theory on that as well. So, I think that's going to be the two surprises rather than Dwayne showing up because to be fair, the guy's busy. He's too busy to rock up to Canada just for 5 minutes at the end. Just to
I
point
see what you did there.
What's the chances of him showing up, though? Because doesn't he have like a movie premiere or something like that night or the night before?
Moana 2 comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and it's out in he's got a movie premiere in is it in Hawaii? I think it could actually be in Hawaii.
that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, does he have anything like really close to Survivor Series? Because if he has a couple days in between, like that man does what he wants. Like if he says, "Well, I'm showing up," like he did Bad Blood. Like
He was in a New Jersey Target 2 weeks
yeah, he
ago.
was, yeah. But no, he's
Really just does
but
whatever
yeah.
he pleases.
Yeah, but I think as well he's doing like a world tour again for it because of course last time when he done Red One, he came over to here and stuff and done like 2 days over here for some press stuff and he went Germany and Spain and stuff like that ready to try and promote it all. So, but he'll probably end up doing that. And obviously if it comes out tomorrow, that's very, very close to Survivor Series, especially if he's obviously doing Hawaii and it depends where it is and stuff like that. So
to be fair, he was already. To be fair, he was already in Atlanta, doing something when Bad Blood happened. So that made a little bit more sense for him to show up. He's not going to be in Canada, or he may be. I don't know. I don't know what he does, but I doubt it. I don't think he shows up.
Yeah,
no, probably not.
No. I'm not expecting him on Saturday, not at all. And if he does, then again it'll be a massive surprise. But I'm personally not expecting him on Saturday. So. Yeah, for that one. Well, that leads us in nicely then to the next segment that we'll be discussing of. Now, I'm not going to introduce this bit. I'm going to let somebody else introduce this bit. So I'm over to here we go. Hold on.
War Games.
So who's War Games?
If you would have seen my face, I was like, "What is he doing?"
So it's who's War Games this Saturday.
Man, we had Ripley yell at this year.
Yeah. So
but she did good, and then
yeah, but the mask, bro, it's got to go. Like she's killing me.
Yes, absolutely.
Have you noticed as well? She's got the she's turned it into like a sort of like Batman mask, hasn't she? Now with the
she looks like Cody, like back in the day with his mask. Like it's got to go.
Yeah. What the dashing Cody Rhodes or dashing Cody Rhodes?
Well, the thing is that like she's got it on, but she's barely doing anything physical. So it really makes no sense why she has it on.
Even though she headbutted Liv. What are you doing?
Immediately.
My question is she going to wear that in the actual War Games match? That's the thing, isn't it?
I hope not.
Because if she's got that on, that's going to be sharp on the nose as well. So if she goes to headbutt somebody like that in a War Games match, she can really break someone's face with that, couldn't she? So
that sounds like a them problem, not a her problem.
Yeah. So well, we might as well get into it then. So let's go through this and like what we normally do. I'll start off at the bottom. So last night on Raw, we had 2 new matches announced. So we now have LA Knight versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the United States Championship. Let's go through it then. So starting off with Bobby, who have you got for this one and why do you think, really?
How long has Knight had the belt?
Has it been since SummerSlam or something? Is it SummerSlam or I'm not sure. I think it's in
August time.
Yeah, so about SummerSlam.
Okay. Oh yeah, he beat Logan, right?
Yeah.
No, wait.
Yeah, he beat Logan Paul for it.
Yeah, beat Logan.
Yeah. Yeah, that was at SummerSlam.
How does
Yeah.
everything just blur together? Well, considering it's only been what 3 months, give or take,
Yeah.
I think I'm going with I almost said Logan Paul. I think I'm going with LA Knight.
Fair enough. CJ, who have you got and why for that one, do you think?
I don't think they would have brought Shinsuke back for absolutely nothing. I mean, yeah, like LA Knight's been stuck with this Santos Escobar title defenses, which has been pretty boring for me anyway, personally. I'm gonna go with an upset here. I think Shinsuke beats LA Knight because there's 3 title matches, and I really feel like Triple H is gonna have one title change hands at least. So I'm gonna go with Shinsuke on this one.
Fair enough. That's cool. And Leo,
I'm gonna go with LA Knight here. He's like one of the most over people in the company. It makes the most sense to keep the title on him when there is so many heel champions at the minute. And I know it would hurt Shinsuke a lot to take a loss so early into coming back, but it kind of feels like they would bring Shinsuke back just to have him lose, unfortunately.
yeah,
And spoiler alert,
yeah,
it's not his first match back. If you catch my drift.
yeah. Spoiler
Yeah,
alert,
but
I'm gonna go with LA Knight as well. I don't think they're gonna have him drop yet. If anything, it'll drop next year, possibly Rumble or something like that. Really, I can't see it.
Like Leo said, all those heel champions. You got Gunther, you got Braun Breaker, you got Cody Rhodes. All those heel champions.
Yeah. To be fair, Cody is turning slowly. You can see it. He is turning. So that's that one there. Well, talking about
hold my breath.
No. Well, talking about one of those names then that you just brought up then. So the other match that was announced on Raw last night was a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. That is between Bron Breakker, Sheamus, and Ludwig Kaiser. Who do we have here? And why? Let's start off the other way then. So Leo first, then this time.
Yeah, as much as I'd love to see Sheamus become the Intercontinental Champion and get that Grand Slam, I can't see them taking it off Bron Breakker anytime soon, not without a decent amount of build against a formidable babyface. So, yeah, for me, very confident that Bron Breakker will get the win and retain in this one.
Yeah, what about you, CJ?
I guess I'm going to be the lone wolf today on a lot of these picks. I said it in my space last night that they needed to make this match. I without even talking to Zero, like I said, we need a triple threat at Survivor Series. We need Mr. Stratton and Sheamus and Bron Breakker for Mr. Stratton.
That's all. It took me a minute.
That's what I call it, Mr. Stratton.
I was like, did he mean Sheamus?
No, the luckiest man alive. But so for me, like, I don't know like what they do, but I feel like Sheamus has put all this time in with WWE. He's missing just that IC title, like Leo said. I personally would like to see Sheamus go ahead and get that. He doesn't have to have a long run. They can give it back to Breakker again, and maybe have him defend it at Mania. But I'm gonna go with Sheamus. I just think that Triple H is gonna finally reward him and give him the Grand Slam. I'm gonna go with the upset again with Sheamus.
Fair enough. And Barbie, who you got?
Leo. CJ, you said you were the lone wolf. CJ, you said you were the lone wolf. I didn't agree with you on Shinsuke, but I'm with you on Sheamus. I'm going Sheamus. He pins Ludwig. Bron Breakker doesn't have to take a pin.
Yep.
No, it's a good point.
Yeah, I think they finally give it to him.
I mean, that could potentially be the title change. So I mean, I was gonna go completely off field then, but no, I've changed my mind now. I was gonna say, what about if they give it to Ludwig and then they can start something up then between Gunther and Ludwig? Because we all know Gunther's dropping soon to Punk, so that's gonna be the thing. So when Gunther's not got a belt and Ludwig does, that you can start something like that. But no, I'm gonna go Braun. I'm gonna go Bron Breakker. I can't see him dropping any point soon. He's gonna go into the new year they're going to want him on Netflix as IC champion, because that's the other thing as well. Is obviously who would they want as IC champ really for Netflix? That's the thing we've got to really think of.
You don't want the pale man?
So they're not.
Well, to be fair, Sheamus is popular with casual fans.
Is
True.
Yeah.
True.
is Sheamus gonna ever get that Grand Slam if they don't do it now? Like, are they ever gonna do it? It's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Just give it to him. You don't have to give it to him for long.
Right.
I mean, it depends, because the way which I can obviously see it coming up as well is, and there's also been other reports of this as well, is WWE are planning Bron Breakker versus Jacob Fatu. Now, are they going to do that? Yeah. Now, are they going to do the Intercontinental Championship on the line for that one, or are they going to have that non-title? That's
Jacob's on SmackDown, you mark.
not after January.
Yeah.
They're all moving to Netflix come January, so that's when they'll do it then. But now the question is I could see that match happening at WrestleMania. You know, Jacob versus Braun at WrestleMania. So the question is does Braun walk in as champion as IC champion into Mania, or does he not? You know, do they do it a non-title match really? So
No.
this is what I'm thinking.
I have him penciled for another match.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania.
Cena?
No, believe it or not.
Huh.
I had him versus Cena, but I pivoted to Cena versus Gunther.
I think Gunther Goldberg.
Yeah,
I had that, but then I pivoted to Breakker Goldberg.
But the thing is, though, is obviously
Breakker Goldberg is the most sense in my opinion.
Because
that's like.
Well, Goldberg kind of said it without saying it on ESPN. Like, he wants a retirement match with Gunther.
But Goldberg's a little loopy in the head, so who knows?
Well, the easiest way that we can resolve this is Bobby just go and ask your dad. You know,
true.
His dad literally looks like Goldberg. His dad literally is Goldberg, and I tell him his dad's Goldberg all the time. So so just go and ask him what he's working at WrestleMania next year. Just go, who are you fighting at WrestleMania?
The one time we went to the movies, and this was right before I think Roman Goldberg. And my buddy, who's a manager at the movie theater, he comes out, he sees my dad. He's like, "What are you doing? You got to be in Saudi, don't you?"
Oh my God!
Yeah,
my dad just started laughing.
I wish he would have been in Saudi.
So that was that one. We'll get into the War Games matches in a minute, but first of all, so we have Gunther versus Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, I think after how Raw match went last night, I think we're probably all going to agree here with this one. So, who's winning that one? Let's start off with Bobby. Then we'll go this way round.
I didn't even need Damian Priest standing tall to pick Gunther, truthfully. So I'm going Gunther.
Yeah, true. CJ.
I think Gunther wins, but I think Finn Balor gets involved. Last night I said I thought it'd be a clean win, but I think Finn gets involved and causes Priest to set up Priest Finn rematch. So I'm going Gunther.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at your take. You mentioned Finn, and that led me to think about the segment between Carlito and R-Truth last night.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Where's Butch?
When R-Truth said Thanksgiving, it's off, and everyone's like this, and Carlito's like, "What do you mean Thanksgiving's off?"
Dude, I got so happy when he followed me on X last week. I was like, "Oh my God, R-Truth is good."
Yeah.
Truth, but just the two biggest morons on Raw.
Yeah, he's like, Thanksgiving is over.
Yeah, and then everyone's like, whatever. Carlito's like, what do you mean Thanksgiving's off? Finn's like, what are you doing?
That's
stupid, but so funny. They're allowing Carlito to talk now. That's good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So, we'll go back to it then. So, Leo, what's your one?
Sorry.
What do you think?
Gunther, I feel like the whole point of this is to tie up loose ends, and again, Priest is a loose end. So, Gunther to retain.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. So, Gunther to retain, and then obviously then do that match against Punk at Saturday Night Main Event. Now, I was obviously, this is the thing that I was going to bring up as well, was we still don't know what the match order is yet. Now, obviously, a lot of people have been turning around and saying, "Oh yeah, isn't Punk going to challenge Gunther or whatever? Or when is he going to do it?" Now this kind of depends. Like if they put the men's war games to open, you could still potentially then have Punk after that match come out
Nah.
with Heyman
No.
and challenge Gunther,
Nah.
or do they
They're gonna-
leave it and do it on Raw? That's the question.
I think if they're going to have some kind of turn happen with Heyman, it'll go on last.
Yeah.
And plus,
yeah.
Bloodline always go on last.
Yep.
Yeah.
Women's war games
Well,
to
apart from
start.
Saudi.
Women's war games to start. Men's to end it.
End it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
there's
so-
there's no way the bloodline's going on first. Not if there's going to be some shenanigans.
So
Yeah. Now
so
you
do
got to
we-
close with that.
Yeah.
You
So
almost,
do we
you
think,
almost know something's going to happen with the Bloodline when they go on last.
yeah.
Yeah.
So do we think then that the challenge from Punk to Gunther is going to be on Raw afterwards or whatever? Really? And
I
that gives
mean-
them 2 weeks to set it up.
I mean, I thought it was happening at Survivor Series. I thought that was what he was going to do originally, but now if something's going to happen with the bloodline and they're not going to do that
Yeah.
match first, then yeah, Raw for sure.
Yeah.
I think Punk Gunther could be the first Netflix episode.
You reckon so?
Yeah.
If you want to push that as a big show, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
But
want to wait that long.
I don't think Punk wins.
Really?
I don't think Punk
Okay.
gets the belt out of this. Truthfully, I don't.
How
I
how
think-
do how do we get to Punk and Rollins at Mania for the belt then?
Does it need the title?
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah.
need the title. But
I mean, it's a
also,
big enough feud by itself.
also, I pivoted another WrestleMania match. I don't have Punk versus Rollins anymore.
All right. Okay.
I have
Oh,
Punk
okay.
versus Roman at WrestleMania.
No.
No, Roman and Solo at Mania.
Yeah, I think if anything to make that match big, because there's been a lot of people saying, "Oh my god, we really want this match now." Now, the best match for me really to do on that first Raw on Netflix would be Roman versus Punk on that first Raw on Netflix. If you advertise Roman versus Punk for that event,
That's a WrestleMania match, though.
True, but a lot of casuals know Roman and Punk and would be more enticed to watch.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Netflix
I feel like that's a WrestleMania match. I don't
So,
know.
so you really
show.
don't
Yeah, I
have
don't
Punk,
disagree.
you don't have Punk
just-
beating Gunther. Who beats Gunther then?
Somebody. I don't know. That's why I don't have
Goldberg.
Gunther versus Goldberg.
Goldberg.
That's why I don't have Gunther
No.
versus Goldberg. I have Goldberg versus Cena. Or Goldberg versus Cena.
Yeah.
Gunther versus
Jesus.
Cena. Goldberg versus Cena. Why not?
No,
No,
but
I have Gunther versus Cena at WrestleMania, so Cena gets 17. You get that match out of the way. And plus, I'm going to be the bearer of bad news here. Can you really trust CM Punk with a title reign?
Well, that's why he needs to win it at Saturday Night's main event and drop it to Seth at Mania and have Seth and Roman at SummerSlam.
But here's the problem. Punk's injury history? I don't know.
Well,
yeah, but
True.
it's
Plus, we don't
only
even know if he's going to survive War Games yet.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
but
he
the
does-
thing as well.
he doesn't have to defend it that much, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but you have to book Punk one match at a time at this point, unfortunately. With his
Yeah.
injury history, you
Yeah.
really do.
I agree with that.
I mean,
I don't know. I just don't think. I don't think Rollins Punk needs the belt, truthfully, or Roman Punk for that matter.
I mean, the Punk should be fine, provided there's no real glass involved. If there's real glass involved, he's fucked. But you know, if
Well,
that's the line of it. But you know, but no.
or if he fights some,
Jack Perry.
or if he fights some vice presidents backstage.
Yeah, you know, yeah, that'd be the thing there. But no, but yeah, we can get into that closer to time anyway. But no, that's what I can see. But that can go into the Saturday Night Main Event one. So yes, that's that one. So we all kind of agree then that we're having Gunther win that one for that.
Yep.
I was
absolutely.
hoping CJ would pick Priest just so he has all belts changing hands.
Fair
No,
enough.
I'm definitely not going with Priest on that one. That's
fine.
not happening.
Right, yeah, and then so we're going into the 2 War Games matches. So we'll start off with the women's War Games. So we have Team. This is a bit confusing because they kept saying it was Team Bianca last night, but it's not. It's Team Rhea. So it's Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Io Sky, and now the 5th person has been named as Bailey, replacing Jade Cargill, versus the Judgment Day, that being Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Candice LeRae. Now, let's start off then with Leo on this one. Then, who do you have? Do you see anything happening in that match?
So,
Yeah.
so I have a small theory where I would have essentially Team Babyface, so Team Rhea get the win.
Yeah.
And I would have Io Sky pin Liv Morgan for the win. Very similarly replicating Raquel Gonzalez at the time, pinning Io in the Women's NXT War Games match that led to Raquel winning the NXT Championship.
Yeah.
So I would have, with their title match coming up between Io and Liv, I would kind of give jeopardy to Liv's title reign by having Io already pin Liv.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a little wrench in your plan.
There we go.
Doesn't
Because
Io
of course you
already
will.
have? Doesn't Io already have the number one contendership?
Yeah, but
Yeah, so I'm saying is it like
Oh, okay.
it makes Liv like
she
I
got
don't know,
it
it puts
twice.
the title more in jeopardy. Like
Yeah,
you know,
okay. Or not got her twice, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine, yeah. Well, let's go CJ next then.
all right.
What
So
do you got?
I don't think they're gonna have two babyface teams win War Games, so this is tough for me. I like Leo's take, but I'm going to shift it just a tad bit. I'm gonna have Rhea Ripley actually getting the pin on Liv Morgan, and that sets up Rhea's rematch because we got to get this belt off Liv Morgan. And I think we maybe could see Rhea. I don't even think Io gets a title shot. I think that was an audible because they didn't know if Rhea was hurt, how long she was going to be out. And I think Rhea gets the pin on Liv, which sets up a match with Rhea and Liv. And you can throw this in here, Bobby. I am going to call for a Tiffany Stratton cash-in at Survivor Series against Nia.
Need that.
Yeah. During the War Games match. So yeah, so they literally maybe they win or whatever, and then yeah, and do it that way. So yeah.
Yep.
Over to Bobby then. So what do you think?
Well, I didn't think we were predicting who was pinning who, so now I have to think about this for a minute.
Well, we don't have to. I was just kind of just throwing with it.
I've got Naomi pinning Candice LeRae. No, that's completely.
That's I love that one.
See, I think they hold off on Liv Rhea to WrestleMania.
I hope
well, it depends on it on Jade. That's the thing. It depends on Jade, really. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go with. I'll go with Bianca Belair pinning Liv.
Again?
Why not?
I mean, she
So
just
what,
beat her.
So you've got Team Babyface then. Team Babyface.
Wait, when did Bianca pin Liv?
In the tag title match.
not so much. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh crap.
I mean,
WWE do love Bianca Belair.
You know what? No, I'm
you can keep your pick. I'm just saying
no,
that's
pivoting. I'm going Bailey pinning Nia Jax.
You're gonna run that back again.
I like that.
Shut up, Leo.
Then we get a cash. Then we get a cash in. We get the cash in after.
Yeah. Nia's down for the count. Tiffany takes the shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't stop yelling at me, Leo.
All right. Okay. I'm going to go Team Hill. I'm going to go completely different off track here. I'm actually going to have Tiffany pinning Liv. No, sorry, I can't have that. No, I'm going to have Tiffany.
You can work with that. That's a bold strategy.
Tiffany
Cash
pinning
in.
Bianca. It'll be Tiffany pinning Bianca, and then obviously then but that'll be after say Nia tries to pin one of them. Tiffany throws them off, and then obviously then does that, and then obviously Nia gets annoyed. Tiffany takes her out, bang, cash in, done. Really, that's what I've got it down as. I think Tiffany's going to get the win somehow. I don't know how. I don't know who she's going to pin, but I think Tiffany's going to get the win.
Are you calling for a cash in? Are you calling for a Tiffany cash in too?
Yeah, because then what I'm thinking is then like I was saying, the way which they might do it, if anything, obviously if they want to add drama into that match, is say Nia tries to pin someone, but Tiffany says, no, I've got this. Tiffany goes down, pins them, causes Nia to snap at her and that, and then obviously then Tiffany just punches her and stuff like that, and then cash in there.
And plus, if you do the cash in here in Canada, the crowd would go berserk for it.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, that's the Yeah, that's the easiest thing, I would
All right.
say.
So
Yeah.
to confirm, Leo, you have Team Bianca, yes?
Yes.
CJ, you have Team Bianca?
I do, yeah.
All right. I got Team Bianca, and you have Team Liv, right? Zero?
That's
Or
correct,
Team
yeah.
whatever, whoever, you know.
Team Live, yeah.
Team,
Well,
team Heel.
yeah, Team Hill, yeah. I put it down
Team
that one.
Bad Girl.
Yeah. And then the last match then, which we are assuming is going to be the main event, is Bloodline versus Bloodline War Games, with the inclusion of, well, I might as well go through it. So we obviously have on the OG Bloodline team, so we have Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Sami Zayn, and now the new Bloodline member of CM Punk. And it does say Paul Heyman will also be present at ringside.
Yeah,
for that
with
one.
Paul Heyman.
Yep, and then we have the Bloodline 2.0, that being Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, the GOAT Tonga Loa, and Bronson Reed. So yeah, who does everyone have? Let's mix this up. Let's start off with CJ this time.
All right. Well, man, I'll probably change my pick 100 times between now and Saturday. But I'm not going two paces for the War Games. Yeah, it's hard for me to say Roman's team's gonna lose 2 times or Roman's gonna lose. He's not getting pinned this time. I think Seth Rollins interferes, and I think maybe takes out Bronson Reed or something like that. And I'm going with the Timu Bloodline to win. I think it's going to lead to more matches. I think OG Bloodline winning. I think they're just too much disarray. Paul's going to turn. I just can't see it. I can't see OG Bloodline winning here.
That's cool, yeah. Yes. So let's go to Leo then. So Leo, who you got?
So I'm going to disagree. I think we will have 2 babyface teams win. I'm going to go with Team OG Bloodline to get the win. And as much as it may be quite boring, I feel like Roman will probably pin by Bronson Reed or someone as not of importance, like a Solo or a Jacob. Jacob's no way taking a pin anytime soon.
Yeah.
But then any turn will probably happen afterwards. I feel like the turn will happen within the OG and have nothing really to do with the new Bloodline, where you have Punk or Roman and Heyman, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, for me, I can't see the OG Bloodline losing. So yeah, for me, because they lost in Saudi Arabia, I think they'll get the win back here.
Yeah.
And Bobby then? Oh, sorry.
New Bloodline winning, and you have no idea how much I want to say Tonga Loa pins Roman Reigns or CM Punk. That's not happening. Unfortunately, that's not happening. I had to think about this because my theory is CM Punk is going to screw Reigns, and CM Punk obviously won't take the pin.
No.
Roman isn't taking the pin again.
Jimmy.
So I was going to say Sammy. I was going to say Jacob pins Sammy.
Oh, and by the way, Jacob has taken a pin because Cody beat him in a house show.
Oh,
that's not canon.
Counts though.
Come on.
It does, yeah. To be fair, it does count. Well, no, yeah, it's not canon. So
he got beat. He got beat with the Cody cutter, straight in the ring, clean.
So Cody's burying everyone again. This is just like AEW. Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got team New Bloodline.
No,
But I could see Leo's prediction of
guys
winning, and then the turn happens after.
Yeah, it could go either way, man.
Not impossible.
Yeah, it's hard. Both war games are hard to predict.
Yeah,
they really are.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to go for OG Bloodline. You've got to. I kind of agree with everyone else here that I can't see them taking another loss. They've already took that loss once. They're not gonna, they're not gonna do it that way. But unfortunately, I do see that the one who potentially is going to get pinned is our future tribal chief, Tonga Loa. And before people turn around and say, why is he future tribal chief? I have just got to display this image up on the screen. There we go. The future tribal chief, Tonga Loa there.
That guy is so awful.
Is it gonna be
Oh
a
my-
botch? Roman
What-
gonna
what-
spare him?
When he
Probably,
tried
yeah.
to throw Roman into the corner, what was that, last week or 2 weeks ago?
Oh my gosh, it was
It was
awful.
the slowest moving, and then like you could tell Roman just took matters into his own hands. Like, I got this one. You're terrible.
Yeah, but no, I can I can see OG Bloodline and Tongaloa taking the pin. I mean, it's either going to be that or they're going to pin Bronson. Obviously, if he's still in it at that point, that's the thing. So yeah,
So
That's
you
what I'm
got
gonna
Team
go.
OG Bloodline. So we're
I've got
split
Team
on
OG
that one.
Bloodline.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we are. Yeah. So yeah, that's that one there.
2 for Solo, 2 for Roman.
Yeah. So do we see anything else kind of going on at War Games? Like any surprises really? Anything really?
Nah, I think if you do something with the OG Bloodline 10 to show that's enough. Like, you don't need.
Plus,
you
we
don't
get a
need like
cash
a
in as
Rock
well.
selling
So-
it. Yeah.
so-
Plus,
So here's the thing. Here's my question, and Zero can answer this, or any of y'all. If Punk is gonna go with Heyman, I mean, I thought long term, like Heyman was gonna be with The Rock. Like, what are they setting up with Punk and Roman? Like, are they gonna do it at Netflix? Are they gonna pivot and do it at SummerSlam and not really do Rollins Punk at Mania? Like, what are they doing? Like, what are we doing here?
I said it earlier. I think we could do Punk Roman at Mania. I'm not ruling it out.
Well, I mean, I like it. I love it, honestly, but I think Roman Solo for the Ulafala is like Roman's like glued into that right now. Like, that's all he cares about right now. So
I see. Personally, I don't want to see Roman Solo.
yeah.
I'd rather you do like
I agree.
Roman Jacob or Roman
yeah.
Punk or Roman Rock, something like that. I
Well,
don't know.
he has to get the Ulafala back though somehow.
Yeah. I mean, I've come around to Solo a lot in the last few weeks. You could tell they just let him be a character recently.
Well, let's not discredit Solo because he has pinned Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and John Cena
He's the only
in one
one.
year. In
He's
one
the only
year
one.
ever. So let's
Yeah, I just like a few weeks ago, they started letting Solo be like more comedy, and I like that. But before that, I was like, nah, I'm just kind of done with this dude.
Yeah.
But now it's like, all right, you're more of a comedy guy, which is great. He needed that. Like with the one week where Roman challenged him to a match, and Solo just goes, I don't need to fight you. I already beat you. It's like, okay, fair.
Yeah, makes sense. But no, yeah, it's I can see them doing it, like I said, for that first Raw on Netflix, if anything. That's what I'm thinking. Is it that first Raw on Netflix? That's a big match that a lot of people are now actually asking for. They're like, oh yeah, we definitely want this match. This match has to happen and stuff like that. And to me, it makes the most sense to do it on that show because then that's where you'll get the that's where you'll kind of get the bigger viewing figures from. Because if it's your first show on Netflix, you want to aim for those big numbers on that, and it seems that's what Triple H is aiming for, especially after his comments of, if we get 60 million watching on that first night, I won't care about the buffering. Basically, that was his exact
yeah.
because they asked
there
him
was a
about
buffer.
yeah, so I mean, they're obviously aiming for big numbers, and they're treating that showdown as a pay-per-view show. It's going to be a pay-per-view style show and stuff like that. So I can see
Roman Reigns goes for the Superman punch and buffer.
No, I that's where I can see it personally. Is that first Raw on Netflix is Roman versus Punk for that match, and then they can tie the Heyman thing into that, and then because don't forget, this will tie into obviously the whole the whole Heyman and Rock thing because Rock's also on that show. So does Rock then come out afterwards, maybe, and potentially like do something with Heyman, then lift up Heyman's hand or whatever, or Heyman lifts up Rock's hand or whatever afterwards and stuff like that. And that's then when they set it up to leading the WrestleMania.
Well, here's my question though: if they do Punk and Roman on the first episode of Netflix, then is it non-title? Because Punk's, I feel like Punk taking the title from Gunther at Saturday night's main event, so he would still be champ then. So like, if they do that match, like, is it they're not gonna put the title on the line right there? Or like, that's
I don't
crazy.
know. Maybe they do, or obviously they don't. It could be a non-title. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, we have got Cody doing a non-title match this week.
No.
basically.
It's
SmackDown.
Cody versus Owens is for the title. I looked it up.
No. We've got a non-title match on SmackDown as well. Cody versus Melo on SmackDown, non-title.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about Cody and Carmelo. This is Roman and Punk. Like, they gotta have a title has to be on the line.
Is Punk and Gunther definitely happening at Friday's main event?
That's the one thing you got.
Because could you do Punk versus Gunther at the Rumble? Then you can do Roman versus Punk non-title at Netflix.
Possibility.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is as well, we've got to take into account is a lot of people have already been confirmed for the Rumble match itself. Obviously, we know Roman Reigns has confirmed he's entering the Rumble this year, so Roman's entering that one. You've got Cena obviously in the Rumble. You've got
Rollins.
Rollins is confirmed he's going to be in the Rumble and stuff like that. They've already started.
So then, can you afford to not have Gunther and Punk in it because you've got all them star power in it already?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of agree there. Actually, yeah, I think about it. Yeah, you could do it then, but I can. Yeah, I mean, the original match though. This is the thing is, if people go back to it,
it was supposed to happen this weekend. Like he put the challenge out after he beat Drew. Like, and they got away from it.
And then Drew murdered him again.
Yeah. So yes. So that's obviously the thing is they've already.
Where's Drew?
He's off and he's still.
You say he murdered him, but we haven't seen Drew. We've seen Punk.
No.
True.
Yeah.
Well,
I personally can see because they've done that feud and Drew really has nothing else left to do. I personally can see Drew going to SmackDown. Right.
I think you should just hold off on Drew to the Rumble. That's just my.
Well, this is the thing is obviously they're meant to be doing a little mini draft in that at the start of Netflix because Netflix want all of the bloodline and everything on Raw. So obviously, if they're taking like 8 stars from potentially 10 now. Obviously, it depends what they're going to do with Punk and Bronson Reed. But we'll say 8 stars for a minute. If they're taking 8 from SmackDown, SmackDown's going to need 8 back. So, you know, you're probably going to want some big names like Drew and everything like that over on SmackDown.
And I can see Drew going to SmackDown.
If you look at SmackDown, it is wearing very thin as well.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going 3 hours, like they gotta pump that show up.
SmackDown, I assume, will rely very heavily on NXT.
Well, that's the thing, because NXT is apparently getting gutted. Apparently, about 80 to 85% of NXT is getting called up come January, February time to obviously cover because don't forget Raw's going back to 3 hours as well come January. So they're using NXT quite a lot to cover all of that. So I mean, that's gonna be that one. But that's War Games. Then we can't think of anything else, and obviously it's going to go down. We don't think any other surprises. Anyone else really, or
not that I can think of at least.
No, only other thing that I could potentially see is maybe they bring Charlotte Flair in for the weekend. You know, potentially she rocks up or whatever, and
just show up at the top of the stage just to show she's back, kind of thing.
That once they lift the women's War Games cage, she could potentially come out and challenge whoever do like a face to face with somebody or whatever.
You'd have Tiffany cash in and then have Charlotte straight afterwards.
Yeah, and that's Charlotte
trying to kill off the Canada crowd.
Yeah,
from the beginning.
So
the human android, Charlotte Flair.
Human android.
But what we need though is obviously it's not a Charlotte Flair return unless you have Vince McMahon randomly rock up and just go to the top of the stage. It's Charlotte Flair. The Charlotte Flair music hits.
Charlotte Flair.
Yeah,
Charlotte Flair's music hits and Vince McMahon comes out.
Dave Meltzer is going to report Ronda Rousey will be at Survivor Series.
Yeah,
Dave Meltzer's going to report that the Ultimate Warrior will be at Survivor Series.
Yeah, that'd be the thing. Yeah. And then everyone will run with that report, though, won't they? They're like, "Oh my God, Dave said this."
Sorry, Ultimate Warrior plans changed. Really?
Yeah, that's what they said. But
what plans were that exactly?
Yeah, I just read the report on something I got an email about from Meltzer where it said WWE is keeping Jade Cargill's injury, but she has 64 different diagnoses. It's a torn meniscus, and she will be back for Mania. She's only out for 2 months.
She this is Meltzer's report. She either broke her neck or stubbed her toe. There's just
Yeah. But in the same breath, WWE is keeping it close to the vest on the injury. But now he's saying it's a torn meniscus and she'll be back in 3 months. So which one is it, bro?
Yeah, that's he'll change his mind again. It'll be tomorrow. It'll be Jade Cargill fit enough to return. Then 2 days after that, it'll be Jade Cargill died. Also, that'll be the report.
He's absolutely awful.
Do we see Randy? I don't think so until Randy Orton.
No, I'm just doing the Bray Wyatt, the Randy.
I don't think we should see him. I think he ends up costing KO at Saturday night's main event. I think they should keep Randy off TV until then.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Would you possibly have him return at the Rumble and have like a face-off with Owens where they eliminate each other?
I think Randy Cody at Rumble is what I think.
That's fair enough.
I mean, this is the thing is, I kind of agree with CJ with he shows up Saturday night main event because otherwise, and I've seen this quite a lot today, is especially this morning on Twitter or X now. Sorry, I keep getting moaned at whenever I call it Twitter, so I'll say X.
I call it Twitter all the time. So.
Yeah, it's basically if Owens loses to Cody clean at Saturday night main event, that kind of kills off Owens' new heel persona and his new sort of character that he's doing now. So,
to a point.
Yes, so you kind of need something to happen to protect it so that Cody still retains, but then it also protects Owens. So obviously, as CJ Tomana said, having Randy Orton come in and cost Kevin Owens.
And then maybe he even turns on Cody too. Like he's like, all right, I'm tired of all this. Like, just RKO's both of them and just says, I'm back.
Just takes out a gun and RKO.
Oh,
that sets up Rumble for Randy Cody right there.
Yeah, then does that way. Yeah, because I mean that's the way which I can see it is because like I was saying, if you have KO take a clean loss to Cody, that's gonna kill off this momentum that he's got on at the moment and stuff. You need something to happen so that Cody still retains, but then KO comes out of it still looking strong. And obviously having Randy Orton potentially show up and just RKO
or they could do this: have Randy show up, cause KO, so they're gonna have another Saturday night's main event before the Rumble. Then we could do Randy Owens at that Saturday night's main event, and then start the build for Randy Cody at Rumble.
Aren't they doing 2 Saturday nights main events?
Yes.
Yeah, there's one just before the Rumble. It's like one like a week before the Rumble.
Which is weird.
Yeah. So
I keep hearing all this. Cody dropping to Randy, and it's so annoying at this point.
No, he's not there. No, he's not going to be. But that's that one then. So we might as well end the show. Then, if you got your signs,
I do have one more thing.
Oh yeah, one more point.
This has really nothing to do with anything. I just saw it on Facebook, and this is hysterical to me. It says, "Thank you, Young Bucks. Thank you, Hangman Page. Thank you, Kenny Omega. Thank you, Jack Perry. Thank you, Rhea Glass. Thank you, Tony Khan, for turning the impossible into reality. Y'all's sacrifices won't be forgotten." And it's a picture of Punk hugging Triple H, Stephanie, Michael Cole, and Orton. Because I think the doc came out this morning or yesterday.
Yeah, they did like a behind the scenes video yesterday.
Yeah, that's what it was. So that's what they're saying. They're saying thank you to everyone at AEW for your sacrifice.
I haven't got the picture, but I seen it earlier on, and it made me laugh. That the from that documentary, they took a little bit from it where Triple H is peeking through the curtain, and that for when Punk returns, and what they've done is they blended it in. So it's got Triple H peeking through the curtain, then at the top of it, it's got the CM Punk and Jack Perry footage. And just CM Punk just Triple H just looking around afterwards, just like with a thumbs up.
I liked. I didn't see the whole video, but I liked I saw his and him and Orton's interaction. That was hysterical.
Yeah.
Orton's like, you can't give me 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, yeah. So that's that. Right. Well,
All right.
yeah. You might as well get the snakes out. So
Roll for
let's
now.
do this then. So this is going to be a long one today now. Then so we'll start off with everybody else first. So oh, hang on, let me get it the right way around. Hold on. We've got 2 subscribers on the screen at the moment.
I dropped one of them, and that changed the. There we go.
So we go right. So hit that like button and subscribe. So we're doing a normal one, and so that's to myself at For You Wrestling on Twitter and on YouTube, and I'll pass it over to everybody else to do their own ones. So off we go then. Whoever wants to start, which one should we do? Bobby first. So over to Bobby then. So,
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
Follow me on Twitter at something. No, follow me on Twitter or X at Bobby's. It's Bobby's Breakdown, right, Zero?
Bobby's Breakdown on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. On Twitter, it's Bobby's Breakdown. On Instagram, it's Bobby's Breakdowns. Also, you can follow my personal Instagram at BobbySadam_12. I'm mainly on there. You can follow me on OnlyFans. I don't have one. But you can still follow me there. If you want feet pics, you're gonna have to pay for them. Okay.
He doesn't follow back on X.
I followed you. Okay. But I barely use that Twitter. I barely use the Facebook either.
Yeah, and also as well, I will say if you want Bobby's address, drop into the comments below, and I will release that address. We'll do that one, so you can then send however much fan mail or hate mail you want to his address.
There you go. I can send you to my enemies. There you go.
Yeah, that would be that one. So next one. Then, so
I have a few in mind.
Yes, just might as well just go along the line. So CJ, where can they find you? Stuff like do a little.
Quite a few places. First you can follow me on X. At Charlie718039496. Obviously, it will say that EVP, CJP. I don't know my Instagram, or I will give you that. Obviously, you can follow me on. You can hit me up on Facebook. I'm CJ Perry. Not Lana stole my name. And you can check out my new link tree also on X. There is new EVP merch that Zero released. I have actually made a sale, so that's quite impressive. Thank you for that, Zero. But yeah.
And Leo, off you go.
Subscribe to me on the Wrestling Retrospective YouTube channel. My Instagram is _wrestling_retrospective. And I also have a Patreon that you can join completely for free, where I do a lot of watch-alongs of matches, and I'm also going through a top 100 matches list I uploaded to my channel fairly recently. And that's pretty much everywhere you can find me as far as my YouTube channel goes. So yeah,
fair enough. Just before we go, I will just say I just remembered one little thing that I was meant to bring up, and CJ actually reminded me of it. The other CJ Perry, the female CJ Perry, she's been teasing today, asking whether we want to see Lana back on the first Raw on Netflix.
Because I hit her up.
Probably, yeah. So, yeah. But
you're in your DMs too? Nice.
Bro, I'm trying to get that follow back, bro. Like, we got the same name. She got to give me the follow back. She's got to.
Oh, that's why you're in there? Oh, okay. We're in there for different reasons.
Well, not the OnlyFans, not the OnlyFans, bro. Come on.
Yeah, she's a divorced woman now, so I mean.
She is dating Damian Priest, so.
Yeah,
true.
So I mean, So what do we think about that before we go off air? And so, do we want to see Lana back in WWE on that first one on Netflix?
So CJ gets the follow back. I would love to see Lana back in WWE.
I mean, not wrestling wise, but I mean to look at.
Well, if we're doing that, then sure.
I mean, no one's been put for a table recently, so we've got to that really, and it those tables have survived far too long. We need to on a weekly basis again. So.
By the way, where is Carmella? Like, what happened to her?
Injured.
She had a kid, and then
she had the kid. And she had the kid and then got injured during the pregnancy. During the pregnancy, she got injured.
Really?
Oh, okay, wow.
Yeah,
I didn't know that part. I just thought she had a kid.
No. She had the kid. She was getting ready to come back, and then she got injured. So they don't know how long she's going to be able to.
It's dark. Dark where Leo's at.
Did you put 50p in the
I am
mirror?
back.
The Wyatt 6 there.
Yeah,
Jesus.
we should have just removed Leo. We should have just booted Leo from this chat
Yeah,
just to address nothing of it.
Yeah, we should have, I should have just removed him from the stream. And as soon as the light went
Just
off, just removed him.
the lights go off, kick Leo. We just don't even
Yeah,
acknowledge it. We just say bye.
Nikki Cross is standing right behind him.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope so.
So,
Oh, if we
Yeah.
all lived close enough, that would be funny to do. Like
Yeah.
I just
Stand there
pop
in the
up
Wyatt
in,
6 mask.
like I just pop up in Leo's stream, like grab him, and then like just like end the stream. Like, oh, cool.
Well, I'm like an hour from you, Bobby, so.
Whoa, easy. We're not doing it to me. I'm doing it to somebody else.
Okay.
I don't get taken.
But he's fucking still going at me even a week later.
Yeah.
Just somebody drags me out.
Well, yeah, that'd be the thing. Yeah. We'll set it up then. So the week after when we're doing Uncut, somebody just drags you back onto the screen and just sits you in the seat.
Yeah. like we're doing Survivor Series predictions. I get kidnapped, and they're like, anyway. Well, I guess Bobby's not going to be partaking. Anyway.
Yeah, but yeah. So once again, we might as well end the show. So we've already done the where you can find us and that. So thank you for tuning in this week. And thank you to our guests again. So thank you to CJP and also to Leo. We will have everyone back on again at some point, maybe even for our award show that we're going to do. So what's that really, or if we can obviously do that one.
That'd be cool.
You'll get to see the typical thing where I present myself with every single award basically and stuff like that really. And
honestly,
hey, he even does that on Discord too. Like he's not even wiping he won't even let me win an award on Discord, man. Like he wants all the awards.
So he's a heel no matter where he goes.
I'm the EVP of DKO. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, but because I think last year I won every single award except from Worst Reporter Award, which went to Dave Meltzer. So
the one year when I was doing like live tweeting for wrestling, like every single week, he still gave himself Reporter of the Year. I'm like, you haven't done shit. but so he's a heel wherever he goes. Nice.
Zero's a heel.
Well, as I said though, it's voted for by 0 and 0. That's that's what it is. So. But no,
sounds like a shady law firm if I've ever heard one.
0-0, yeah. But no, we'll get you back on again. Obviously at some point maybe for the award show and stuff. And stuff. Yeah, we'll see what's what. Heck, we might even be able to plan it for next week if we can do. Maybe see what's what, do the results and stuff. But we'll discuss that later on. So thank you for tuning in. I'm Zero as normal. I'm signing out for the week.
And I'm Bobby.
EVP out.
Player from the wrestling perspective.
Yep.
There we go.
Thank you and goodbye.